Hello students! In your previous classes, you have already learned about mean and have to calculate mean of ungrouped data or raw data. We know that arithmetic mean or simply mean is most commonly used of all averages and can be calculated by adding together all the values of observation and dividing the total by number of observations for any ungrouped or raw data. For example, a cricketer played 8 T20 matches and scored following scores. Mean of his scores, or I can say mean of this data, can be calculated as you can see on your screen. The mean of his scores comes out to be 36. Here you can observe that mean of the given data is calculated by sum of all observations divided by total number of observations. Here it is 8 since the cricketer played 8 T20 matches. Mean is also denoted by symbol X bar. But sometimes data might not just be about 8 matches. It can be marks scored by 30 students or 50 students. In this case, adding all marks may become tiring and time-consuming. And some of the values of observations might be repeated also. In such cases, we can arrange data in a frequency distribution table to reduce the time and labor. For example, consider following marks obtained by 30 students of class 10 in maths out of 100. And we want to find mean of the given data. You can see this is raw data and finding its mean is very time consuming. Now we can shorten this to some extent by arranging data in a frequency table called as Discrete frequency table as shown on the screen. Students, you have already learned how to make frequency distribution table in your lower classes. Now to find mean from the discrete frequency distribution table, we require the product of each observation xi and its respective frequency fi. This product is denoted as fixi. Accordingly, if we calculate the product fixi from our given table, it turns out to be 10, 20, 108, 160 and so on. Now add all the fixi, that is, take its summation. The value turns out to be 1779. Now students, we can use the formula mean x bar is equal to sigma fixi upon sigma fi. Here, sigma fixi is the total of all the products that we have calculated and sigma fi is total or summation of all the frequencies that are given to us. It turns out to be 1779 upon 30, which is equal to 59.3. Therefore, the mean marks obtained by students is 59.3. This method of calculating mean is called direct method of calculating mean, and we calculated mean for discrete frequency distribution data. Now in real life situations, when we conduct any survey, data is usually even larger than this, say around hundreds, 500s and thousands. And to make study of such a huge data, we still need to condense it further in a smaller form. We can do this by forming grouped frequency distribution table. So let us convert our ungrouped data into grouped data by forming classes from our example. Let us form classes of intervals or width, say 15 marks. Students, note that here to make classes we are grouping our data, and therefore this way of representing data is called as grouped data. and table so formed is called as grouped frequency distribution table. Remember, while allocating frequencies to each class interval, frequencies falling in any upper class limit would be considered in the next class. For example, say students who have obtained 40 marks would be considered in a class interval of 40 to 55 and not in its upper class 25 to 40. So students, pause the video and look at the screen. Is this table same as that of the previous one? No, isn't it? Yes, both are different. So definitely, method of calculating mean for both of them will be different. Note that for grouped frequency distribution table, we use class mark instead of observation as exercise. But how to find class mark and how to find mean for this table? You think about it and we will see you in the next video.